Welcome back to Dad's Garage. Today we're out in the Freedom Factory and we're going to be doing a teardown rebuild of this turbojet engine.
Dad's Garage.
Pro freshen now.
Now I'll just give you a little tour. It is homemade. This is a T3, T4 turbo. We have intake air coming in here. It follows the intake line here, and it comes down into the combustion chamber. And this is all just on here loosely right now. She hasn't run in like 8 years. The last time this ran, the bushings were getting so bad that I had to have continuous forced air from my shop vac ramming into here. I was over pressurizing the fuel line, and it was running so hot that it was actually eating up the exhaust turbine. I'll show you that in a second. This here's the fuel rail. It's got 14 tiny little holes, 7 on each side, and that's where the propane comes out. Not much to it. Here's the flame tube, and it's threaded in there. So air's coming down. Most of the air is forced to the outside of this, and it has to come into this tube, and that's where it's mixing with the fuel rail that's in the center. Turn around. There's nothing. This is all hollow, straight into the turbo. All right, and here we have the exhaust side. So air's coming in, it's mixing with the fuel. I have an ignition source. Yeah, so we have the flame tube in here. And this threads in, so it gets held solid. Fuel rail comes in here, and this guy threads on. There, it'll actually twist a couple times. So all that's coming in here, the air and the fuel are mixing. We have the ignition source here. This only needs to be running just to get it started, because after that it self-sustains. All right, let's show you that exhaust turbine. There you go. You can see she got chewed up pretty good. All the more reason to change it out. So what we need to do, we want to get the combustion chamber off here. I want to get the turbo off here. So without further ado, let's get it done. Probably should try to drain the oil system while we're at it. Grab a, I think it is drained out, but man, if I assume that, when I moved, I had to make sure there was no oil in this so the company wouldn't move it. Should have seen the look on their face. They're like, what is that? And after I explained it to them, like most people, they thought it was pretty awesome. All right. Not about to mess around with this. I know these bolts haven't been taken off in a long time, and I know they're not going to give up easily. want to make sure I was still recording. Ain't nothing like the right tools for the job. Well, I can't even begin to express how surreal this is because it's been so long since I've been able to mess with this and be able to get back into it. And it's just really fun to run this thing. And everybody's like, why? Why would you build that? Why? What's the point? Well, I was told you can't do that. A bunch of my buddies, like good buddies do, told me you can't do that. And I replied with, hold my beer, or something to that effect. And I did it. I made it run. And I was very proud of it. I watched, just like anybody else, watched a bunch of YouTube videos how other people were doing it, and they all had this really huge combustion chamber design. And you know, I don't know, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something different. And you know, it ran, it made a lot of, I'm assuming it made a lot of power. It burned a lot of gas, that's for sure. That is for sure. Look forward to having it run again. There she is. That's all there is to it. I custom made that flange all those years ago. Get her gasket out of the way. And there she is. That is the old one. The new one's not in yet. It'll be in on Tuesday, but you won't know that. Hey, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week when we do an unboxing of the new turbo, tear down the old oil system, and we'll see what we got to do to get some fire down that tube. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, leaving a comment. All these things really help my channel grow. I really appreciate the support I've had so far, and I look forward to making great content in the future. And remember, keep it pro, fresh, and now.